something we're going to teach you here. So if the customer says yes, let's go ahead and write it up. We're just going to go ahead and continue on, write this thing up till they tell us to stop. However, there's a good chance on the lot, they're probably going to say something to us like, hey, you haven't even looked at my car yet. Hey, you haven't even told me what the final price is. Hey, you haven't even told me what payments are going to be. So we got two words that are your best friends in the car biz when it comes to the objections, and it's other than. So let's go through a couple examples. So let's try to isolate some objections when they come. So an objection that we hear a lot of times are payments, right? So when we go ahead and we finish it, we say, hey folks, go ahead and pull up front of the sold line. I'll pull the keys so everyone knows we're working on it. I guess the only thing is I need to double check to make sure it's still available. Do you guys want a water, coffee, or Pepsi while we go inside and knock all this paperwork out? And he says, you haven't even told me what payments are. I mean, I got to pay off, you haven't even told me what payments are. Hey, you know what? I totally get it. Let me ask you, other than us going inside and figuring out, looking at your payment and looking at your payoff and figuring out a way to fit this in your budget, do you see any other reason you wouldn't take it home? Or other than us going inside and taking a look at your payoff, taking a look at your trade, taking a look at everything, and we get the payment to fit into your budget, do you see any reason you wouldn't take the car home? So other than and any other reason kind of work together. Let's do another one. So another one could be money down. Hey, I don't have any, hey, you know, so I say to him, go ahead and pull it front of the sold line, Joe. I'll go ahead and pull the keys, that way he knows we're working on it, then I'll double check with my manager to make sure the vehicle's still available. I guess the only question is how we're gonna title it, William or Bill? And he says, yeah, but you know, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't really have any money down to put down. And you guys had the ad that says, you know, I'll be at a certain payment with $2,000 down or something. Hey, you know what, let me ask you this. Other than you not having any money down, do you see any reason why you wouldn't take the car home today? No, I mean, if you guys could get this somehow put together with no money down, then I go ahead and do it. Hey, look, I don't make all those decisions. Let's go inside. Let's figure out how we can do all this. You want a water, coffee? Let's go ahead and knock this thing out and get this paperwork started so you can start enjoying the new car. Another one that could come up, trading. And if there's a trade-in, that's probably going to come up. When you think, they're going to say, you haven't even looked at my car yet, right? So I'm going to try to close the guy. So we pull up. I say, hey, Bill, or Joe. I've been using Joe. Hey, Joe, go ahead and pull it in front of the sold line. I'll pull the keys so everyone knows we're working on it. Then I'll double check to make sure the car is still available. I guess the only other question I've got for you is, do we want to go ahead and title it in Joe or Joseph? And he says, well, Joseph, but I mean, you haven't even looked at my car yet. I mean, how are you going to put anything together? You know what? Sometimes I get ahead of myself. Let me ask you, other than you getting fair market value for your vehicle, do you see any reason why you wouldn't take this one home? Well, but the payment's got to fit. Well, of course. I mean, other than getting fair market value for your vehicle, you're comfortable with that, and it fits nicely into your budget, do you see any reason why you wouldn't take the car home? Well, but I don't have any money down. Well, other than us taking a look at your trade, you feeling comfortable with that, us working this out with little to no money down, and it fitted into your budget, is there any other reason you wouldn't take it today? I guess I would. So, yeah, any other or other than works really well. Two of the other than is one of the actionable things you can take out of here today and start using right away. I mean, just take the objection, whatever objection they give you, other than the objection, what would be standing in the way you're taking this home today? Another one's financing. What, I have bad credit? I've got bad credit. So, hey, I don't have, you haven't looked at my trade yet. Down payment money, I don't have it. Payments, you haven't told me that. And I got bad credit. Hey, other than us making sure that you feel we're being fair market value with your trade and you like that, we fit it into your budget. We're able to do this with little to no money down, and we're able to handle it with poor credit. You see the reason why you wouldn't take the car home. Color. It's not the right color. I take it, but it's blue. I don't like, hey, you know, so we get done with the trial close. I say, Bill, go ahead and pull it front in the sold line. Or Bill, this car is going to fit all your needs, a positive statement. Bill, this car is going to fit all your needs. Go ahead and put it front in the sold line. I'll go ahead and pull the key so everybody knows we're working on it. I'll double check with my manager to make sure it's available. I guess the only other question is, do we want to title it in Bill or William? He says, yeah, I like it, but I mean, I really would like to take it in red. Say, hey, I get it. Other than us working it out, and are you getting this vehicle somehow in red? Or is there any other reason why you wouldn't take this car home today? No, if you guys could get it in red, I'd go ahead and do it. So when we get them inside, we may have to start making some adjustments. I know what you're all thinking is, hey, look, colors are limited and it's difficult to find colors. But we got something we could use when we get them inside. When we got them inside, we could say this. This is just a little bonus for you. But when we got them inside, we could say something like, where's my water? We could say something like this. Hey, Bill, you know, you mentioned earlier that you wanted pearl white. And pearl white metallic's actually one of our most popular colors. Now, if pearl white's really what you want, I mean, we could get you one. However, it's going to cost us and you a little bit more money to get, because we're going to have to go ahead and pay someone to get it here, and we're going to have to locate that vehicle. However, if that's what you want to do, we could probably get you one in 48 hours, something like that. However, if you wanted to save some money and you went with your second favorite color choice, midnight blue, that'd probably save you a lot of time and some money. Thank you, and some money both. Now, again, it's up to you, but I think you mentioned earlier the budget was going to be a big part of your consideration on taking this next vehicle, didn't you? So we could throw that in there. But I would wait on that. I wouldn't do that in a lot. I'd be sitting with them for a little while, getting a little bit of information, make sure I got commitments. Then I'd throw that one at them. Because then at least you can probably work it. Well, show me what you're talking about on this other. Did you have a question, Dan? Did you have a question? Okay. Another one we had on here was, what was the APR? I think that's the last one. Yeah, interest rate. And again, the same thing. I mean, you guys get the theme here. Hey, you haven't even told me what the interest rates are going to be. Hey, other than us working out the vehicle to fit in your budget, and you feel we're being fair with you on your vehicle, on your trade-in, and you feeling comfortable with the rate that the business office gets, do you see any other reason they wouldn't take the car home today? Okay? So our goal is, again, to try to do the trial close, a positive statement, which is, hey, the car sure does drive great. Go ahead and pull it up front in the sold line. I'll pull the keys so everybody knows we're working on it. I'll double check with my manager to make sure it's still available. The only other question is either or. You'd say, hey, do you want a title in one name or two? And then they get, our goal or our hope is they say, let's just go write it up. So go write it up. However, if they are in the lot making an objection, don't want to come in, and they give you one of these objections or any other ones, use other than. Now,